Hey, good morning, everyone. So for this next video, what we're going to do is we're going to look at Weather Observation Station 4 and Weather Observation Station 5. So jumping right in, for Weather Observation Station 4, it says, find the difference between the total number of city entries in the table and the number of distinct city entries in the table. The station table is described as follows. So we've worked with this table before, so we're pretty familiar with it, which it contains the columns ID, city, state, lat, and long, which these are our coordinates. All right, so before we write anything, let's think about what this wants us to retrieve. So this wants the difference between the total number of city entries. So this is a non-distinct number that it wants. And then it wants the number of distinct city entries. So then it wants where we remove the duplicates. And that's pretty much what it wants. So we are going to do some level of arithmetic here, basic arithmetic. So we're going to say select from where, like I like to do. The way we're going to do this is we're going to use a specific function called count, which will count the total number of records that come up. So the first part of the question is count the total number of city entries. City is a column, so we're going to run city into this function. And then we're going to say we want the distinct number of city entries. So here we're going to use another function that will give us a count of distinct columns. So we can do select count city minus. Let's start off with the basic part. The basic part is distinct. Oops. Distinct city, but we don't just want distinct city because we want the number that it will return. This will just give us the records. This gives us a number. So we're going to wrap this in the parentheses. Count. So now we're doing, give me the total count of the city rows minus the count of the distinct city rows. So, okay. The station is as follows. All right, so this should work. And I'm going to remove where since we're not going to need this. Yep, that is 13. So just a couple pointers here. It's the first time we bump into some of these functions. The count function will return a number, and the distinct function will return distinct rows. So whatever it is, in this case, since city is a string, it will return the distinct city, the distinct rows that are in the city column, and then we could use count to get that total number for distinct, and then we're doing the arithmetic, and that's how we come up with 13. All right, so now jumping into Weather Observation Station 5. So in this question it says, query the two cities in station with the shortest and longest city names, as well as their respective lengths, number of characters in the name. If there is more than one smallest or largest city, choose the one that comes first when ordered alphabetically. Again, station table. So what this is asking for is that it wants the two cities that are shortest and largest, so 1 and 1. Okay, and it wants the length, the number of characters. And then it wants it further ordered alphabetically if there is more than 1. Okay, so let's begin. The way that I solved this one was by running two different queries. So we'll start off with the first one. I'll move this one a bit down so it doesn't distract us. So what we want to search for is city. So we're going to select, my apologies. First, let's start with station. So back here, select city, and then we're going to do the length because it also asks us for the length. So we're going to do another function in this case named length. I'm going to run city in here. So remember this, any of these like aggregate functions will return a number. So this will return the character count. This will return the name of the city. From station, where, what condition. So we don't use where in this situation. Okay. And so the way that we're going to get, in this case, the largest one is we're going to say order by, and we're going to run this here, length city ascending. And then we're going to follow because it says follow alphabetically. So then we'll follow by the actual city, which will do it alphabetically. Okay. Now for the second example, we will, you know what, I'm just going to copy this. For the second example, it's pretty much going to be the same thing, but it's going to be descending. So we specified here ascending. We're going to specify here descending. So select city, length, station. First go by the length of the city, descending, and then go by city. Now, one thing that I almost forgot here is that we only want the shortest and the longest. This will give us the total report. It will start off order by the length of the city ascending and then city, but it's not going to stop at 1. It's going to keep going. Same thing with this one. So the way that we can stop it is by doing limit 1. Limit 1. All right, let's test it out. All right, so that worked. So the final result here is AMO 3, Marine Enceinte 21. So because this is ascending, it's going to start with the smallest amount, 3, and then work its way down. On the second query, we did descending, which will then run the biggest amount, 21, and then work its way down. And yeah, so thank you so much for joining me. On the next video, we will work on Weather Observation Station 6 and Weather Observation Station 7. All right, thanks a lot.